Mm, isn't it the season for hot chocolate? I'm just saying. Hey, you guys, what's up? It's your girl, BBT, Brittany Turner. Welcome to the Mom Energy Podcast. I know. We missed you so much yesterday, but of course, we were all celebrating Halloween with our kids being a mom. So, I'm definitely coming with you guys for today. And guess what? You kind of get a double whammy because you get an episode today and then an episode tomorrow. So, but you know what I need from you guys. Before we get into it, we have to do a few things for me. Please subscribe, like, and share this to everybody. Let's get started. So, one of the biggest questions that I've asked was, how do moms feel about mom guilt? What does that mean? And what does it mean to you? And what does it mean to your kids? It can be so different, and it can really take just a simple explaining or telling them what's going on to kind of make them understand what's going on. Now, granted, kids aren't going to understand everything, and you can't explain everything to them. But what you can do is try to explain certain things to them to the best of your ability. Now, a couple of answers I received about what did mom guilt look like to you was not being able to buy your kids something that they really want because you just didn't have the money. Man, I've definitely been there. Remember, I had my daughter at maybe 24. I think I was still living with my mom. I had not, I found my husband, but I didn't know he was going to be my husband. So it was just me and Brooklyn against the world. So, and it was crazy because when she would ask me for something and I couldn't pay for it, I used to feel so bad. I mean, to the point where I would be in tears because you want to give your kid whatever they ask for, especially when they're at a young age, especially when there's like no reason for you not to give it to them. Like, because when she wanted something, I would want to give it to her, but if I didn't have the money, it would literally make me cry. I would be in tears because there's no reason why you can't really get it for them. When they're young, they're not doing anything bad. They're not getting in trouble at school. They're not getting in trouble at a friend's house or doing anything at your house that they can really control because they're babies and kids. But it's hard sometimes. And so you like, well, what am I supposed to do? Like, one good thing is that I have a mother that will be able to buy her grandkids anything. So I'd be like, Mom, Brooklyn wanted this. And so that was kind of how I got through until I was able to get to a point where I could actually pay for things. And then I had to learn that you don't need everything. Okay, I can't get you everything. You don't need everything. And it kind of helps a little bit, kind of explaining like, listen, if I get you this, then your birthday coming up, we can't do both, or Christmas coming up, let's save it for Christmas. Like, just trying to, what they call it, compartmental. I'm not gonna get that right, but just trying to put it in compartments. There we go. That will make them understand where you're coming from, or as I say it, redirect them into something different. So another good way, especially as they get older, is giving them chores. So back in the day, they used to give allowances and things like that. So now, if you give your kids allowances, even if it's $5, $3, depending on what age they are, they can kind of spend their own money. Not only can they spend their own money, but they can kind of learn the value of money, understanding. I remember my daughter getting $30 for her birthday, and I think it was gone that next day. She spent it on Robux or Temu or whatever. And I remember my son getting a whole thing of Roblox, and he wanted to spend. I think he spent the first 800 points or coins or whatever they call on. I don't even know what he spent it on, but it was gone in that day. So they don't really understand the value of money, and that's the thing that a lot of us don't teach our kids already. That's just the perfect way. Cleaning, keeping your room clean, making sure you're doing your homework without me having to, ask you or remind you, making sure you make up your bed, cleaning whatever you clean. My kids do their laundry now, and I want them to get a little bit more into cleaning the bathroom, but I really don't trust them with my bathroom, and I barely trust anybody with my dishes. So just kind of getting them to a point where I feel comfortable that they're cleaning it correctly and they're not just throwing stuff to the side. definitely helps me be like, well, spend your own money. If you want this that bad, spend your own money, okay? And you know, if you ever been a kid yourself, you love spending other people's money. You get a little tight when you have to spend your own money. So just showing them how quick it can go, and it don't always come back quick easily. And that kind of helped me with my mom guilt. Now, as far as just showing up, I know that can be difficult for parents who don't work from home. Right now, I work from home, so I'm able to go to all the little events that my kids have when they want me to come eat lunch with them at school, which I believe I'm going to be doing tomorrow because both of them asked me, and thank God. One is at 1 hour and the other is in the next hour, so I can kind of make it to both in one day. But you have to show up. I think that's one of the most significant things about certain things in my childhood, and not necessarily everything, because I remember my mom being at my cheerleading competitions and them coming out of town with me when I was in cheerleading, but I wasn't as much into cheerleading as I was into majorette and dancing. So when majorette and dancing came about, like, I really wanted them to be there then, and I don't remember them being there a lot. So it really made me feel some type of way. So I try to make sure I'm at everything if possible. But I understand parents have to work. Parents have to go get the money. How are they gonna feed you? Make sure you sleep good and look nice and all these other different things. So this is my suggestion. Y'all know me. I'm all about planning, and get ready for the Mind Energy Planner. It's coming out at the end of this month. But get ready for that planner, because it's really just about prioritizing everything that you need to do. Making sure you go through your kids' school list, see what events are coming up, see what's going on at the school every month, see how you can make it to at least one. And when you explain, like, hey, mommy or even daddies, I have to be at work, don't you want that bike for Christmas? Stuff like that, they like, yeah, I want the bike. Well, go ahead, daddy, go to work. Or go ahead, mommy, go to work. I want that bike. That kind of runs through their mind, but at least you showing up to one of those events makes them remember that. And then when you don't show up to the other one, they'll be like, you could be like, well, babe, I showed up to that one, or allow them to pick the one that's most important to them. These are the things going on at your school this month. Which one do you want me to go to? And it really shows them that you're prioritizing what they want, their feelings, and kind of also explaining it to them at the same time. So those are my few tips. And I definitely understand wanting your kids to travel and see different things, but sometimes that's just not feasible, especially in the world that we live in today. It's like, do you want snacks and eating, or do you want to go travel? And I'm sure you're hungry. I'm just saying. But traveling can be something, but I would say save up. Save your money to go on a trip at least once a year. And listen, kids don't be knowing. I'm not going to say they stupid or nothing, but they don't be knowing. You could take them to Florida and tell them they went to Mexico. They not going to know the difference. Not saying that you should do that, but I'm just saying, take them somewhere. Show them something different. And usually they don't pay attention to it. I remember not going out of town a lot, but I remember going to Wisconsin Dells, which was only a couple hours away from the house, going downtown, going to the zoo, going to different things within my city. And I didn't really pay attention to that. I didn't really go nowhere like that out the country or out of town until I got a little older. And that was okay for me because I still enjoyed my stuff. I still did things that made me enjoy my family. So I didn't have to feel like I didn't get something. And even though my mom probably felt some type of mom guilt, which I know she did because she ended up taking me, my husband, my brother, and his girlfriend out of the town, or we went to on a cruise because of that. So I get it, but that was appreciative to me. When you get older and you want to go out of town and you can actually go have fun out of town, like drink and kick it and go party and stuff. Like I was kicking it with my mama on the boat. I'm just saying. That's low key more fun than when you're a kid. Just saying. But it always is a way around it, and it's always just kind of about explaining things, put things into places, going to Dollar Tree, going to get some type of paint supplies. It's $1. You probably spend $10, get some paint supplies, have a paint night. It's so many different knickknacks and things that you could do. Go to, I think every holiday they have like cookies and stuff at Walmart for like $1 that you can make with your kids, and that's so inexpensive. And those are times they're going to remember, and that's the most important thing. What are they memories about? What do they look like? And did they have fun? And as long as they have fun, those kids be okay. Don't put so much pressure on yourself. It's okay, sis. Okay, You got this. Prioritize your time. Make sure you get that mom energy planner so you can make sure you not only prioritize your time for your kids and your family or your husband or your boyfriend, but you also can prioritize yourself, because that's one of the most important things. Pouring into you, sis, so you can pour into everybody else. That's all I have for you today on the Mom Energy Podcast. I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow.